Hey guys, Pete Peppers here with the commentary walkthrough for the dreaded Candy Crush Jelly Saga level 171. It's the Licorice Larry level, and it is the worst. Um, Took some time to play it a lot so that I could give you guys some useful insights. Because like I said, it is really tough. It's the one that took the worst or the longest amount for me to get through in this last bunch. And the good news is there is a bit of strategy you can try to apply as you go, and I'm going to play through it here and stop when I need to so that I can talk about the important things. So in the beginning, um, we're going to make some specials with orange. We do need to clear out those licorice links, but it's not. We don't really want to waste a lot of moves doing it necessarily. Just you can see in that cascade there, things happen anyways. So we'll just keep that in mind as we go. I do want to make specials, like I said, and color bombs that'll attack our color are great. The, obviously, you get all the ones that are on the board at the time, but what we're really trying to do is we're trying to work on the bottom half for the most part, and then we're really trying to catch. There's so many orange you have to get. We're trying to get them in cascade. So kind of like the primary thing to do is to get all of the I'm gonna hold it here. Get all the candies to fall so that we can get a ton of orange collected as they do. So anything that gets things moving around is good. This is an important move here that I'm going to talk about. And what you want to think about here is that when you're doing this, at least for me when I was playing it, I can get like where I'm only thinking about the orange candies, and that's not going to be the best way to collect them. Like if you're just matching them, you'll never get what you need. So here we have a situation where a yellow coloring candy fell in. It's sitting above a wrapped candy, and I spend some time looking around here, but really, we can actually match this wrapped in this coloring candy together by making it fish with the red. And just keep an eye on how much orange we pick up as a result of doing that, because it's going to clear out the board and stuff's going to be going everywhere. So this is a great example of how to collect a lot of orange fast without using orange in the first place. So at this point we have 18 moves left, which is good. That's when you pretty much want to get your first Monkling on the board. And what I found the most frustrating about this, I mean, this is great. Look at all this stuff I'm collecting, even though it was at the end and I didn't need that much. What I found that can be really frustrating is then you get to this point where there's just nothing really good on the board, and it happens over and over again. Like, yeah, we can collect our Monkling here, which is fairly useless because it's going to happen anyways. And I made a striped over there, hoping to get maybe get my stun up so that I could. I'm gonna pause it again. Get my stun up so that I could clear out some space and get that thing moving. But yeah, there's just a couple of moves, and it gets stressful. The less moves you have left, the more stressful it gets, in that you just can't really collect much of anything or do much of anything. So try to keep your cool whenever that happens. I mean, it's just gonna happen sometimes. So another thing that drives me nuts is that even though all the times I've played this, and I think I've probably played it over 100, hundreds at this point. Licorice Larry has never finished. I've never lost because he won. He has as much trouble as I do in getting it. And here's another example, real quick, is where we can clear. We're making a match that doesn't have anything to do with orange, but it's going to collect a ton of orange. See all that? But yeah, so even though he can't do anything, the way that his programming is he's pretty simple, and he'll block a lot of times, and that was driving me nuts when I was playing this. It's like I don't, it's really hard to ascertain what he's blocking from because he's not going to win anyways. But I guess the way the dynamic is, he doesn't have to win. He can, as long as he just doesn't lose. So that can be really frustrating too. So this is one of those spots. You know, there's lots of different choices. What are the best ones? I think here, you know, you make this stripe at the top with the intention of we made the specials now, so we have a stun. So now we can actually just match this yellow, and it's also gonna set off that wrapped, which is gonna cascade down and set up more stuff. So it's a good moving down the board kind of situation. And here I like making the color bomb first. We're not going to probably be able to match them together, as you can see. But another thing to think about with these coloring candies, and I'll pause it again, is that whenever you make a match that directly makes a special, you're going to get another turn. It's gonna stun Larry. And one another thing I wanted to point about this and why I held it is before, like whenever the egg is almost all the way full, I found myself wanting to hold on to this coloring candy until I filled it up and then use it so that I could get like another quick fill up. I would recommend against doing that. You know, you just can't plan out that with that much detail in this because you run out of moves. That's what happens. Is you always run out of moves. You don't, like I said, Licorice Larry never wins. You never have to worry about blocking him, and so you know, don't get too fancy. Just go ahead and make the most effective move at the time. So think about what you would do right here. Like I said, if we can make a special, then we will get another move, which would be key in having this color bomb already on there. And we weren't able to do it there, but it will come in handy, or it will come into play in a later one. So just keep in mind about that. So here, I'm just like moving things down, stacking up specials, stunning Larry. The move on the matching these two stripes together at the bottom is going to be a move that we're going to make. I'm just sort of looking around for something that I can do first, and here I'll set up another. There you go. And this combo is a good combo, or just the stripes is a good combo, just because for the same reason. You know, it gets everything moving across. You can see, you know, other stripes and things that we set up are moving around. And now we can just go ahead and set this off, get a nice stun, and things will fall for us. So we got extra fortunate that we got another um, orange coloring candy. That won't happen uh, regularly. Um, you know, it's random how they fall. There's no way to influence what falls. But this is an important thing here because we're not that close. Even though that looks like it's pretty full, we're not that close yet. And we only have three moves. So what's important about three moves is that we have to fill it up with one left in order to drop the monkling to the ground or you know below the string. So when you get like this, you know you definitely want to take your time and figure out you know what's gonna actually displace the most amount of candy so that you're collecting as many as you can. Because if you get the monkling on the board with zero moves left, there's no way to collect them. So you see, I'm taking my time to think about this. I'm kind of looking up there, but I realized that I could make that striped, and that is obviously a great situation. And because I did that, I get another move. So this is, you know, this is going to get the monkling on the board, and all now that we need is to hope that there's a match underneath so that we can collect them. And as you can see, it's set up, so we did. So it's a really tough level. Hang in there, take breaks if you got to. The tips are, like I mentioned as we went along here, you want to clear out the board with big moves. They're gonna pick up oranges in cascades. In general, you want to work towards the bottom of the board, but you look all around it. 100%. Look for matches that are going to lead to other big action events. Don't if you see a match 3 with orange, try to look around the board and find something that'll do a little bit more, because you want to make specials, you want to stun Larry, you want to think about that when you get your super stun move of where you're going to best clear out some space and get things to move around. And you want to look for making specials that you can use in combos that, even if they don't involve the orange candies, they're going to they're going to clear out big parts of the board and take lots of orange candies into collection as the things are moving down. So hang in there. Hope this helps. Please give it a like. I try to make these kind of tips videos for the most complicated and hard levels, and I appreciate your support. Make sure you subscribe to my channel so you could keep up to date with all the latest. Thanks.